Chilling moments at a federal district court in San Francisco today. Former Air Force security specialist Stephen Carrillo spelled out exactly how he carried out an attack, a drive-by attack that killed one federal security officer and wounded another in Oakland nearly 2 years ago. Now, a federal judge is deciding if she will accept Carrillo's plea deal with prosecutors. And as NBC Barry's Sergio Quintana tells us, it's a deal that would send him to jail for over 40 years.
In court, the former Air Force sergeant and admitted extremist Stephen Carrillo described in detail what he did and why. Federal District Court Judge Yvonne Gonzalez-Rogers made him read out paragraphs of his admission of guilt into the court record. He's accused in the murder of Federal Security Protective Service officer David Patrick Underwood on May 29, 2020 in Oakland, as people were protesting the death of George Floyd. In court, he said, "I went with the intent to harm the government." He admitted to riding with his accomplice in a white Ford van. "I opened the rear passenger side sliding door and opened fire on the officers at the federal building." He says he fired 19 shots, hitting Officer Underwood, who died, and his partner, who survived the attack. When Stephen Carrillo read out the details of what he's admitting to, members of the victim's family gasped, and a couple of them even left the courtroom.
He is a terrorist. He's a domestic terrorist. In fact, because of the fact that he is with the armed forces, he should be held to a higher standard.
David Underwood's sister says they should be celebrating his birthday tomorrow. Instead, they'll likely be visiting his gravesite to honor him. They have mixed feelings on the 41-year prison term in the plea agreement instead of the possibility of the death penalty if the case went to court. Also at this hearing, the Santa Cruz County District Attorney. He's still pursuing murder charges in the death of Sheriff's Deputy Damon Gertzweiler, who was ambushed June 6th when he showed up to check out a 911 call reporting a white van that looked suspicious.
We are moving forward on that case, and we are committed to seeking justice for our community and for the families that were affected.
In San Francisco, Sergio Quintana, NBC Bay Area News.